People seem to think I have this like God complex, which is really weird because I've never once tried to have one. I think what people are referring to is the fact that if I don't know somebody, I'm kind of cold with them and short with them in replies, especially in VR chat, because I'm like, I don't know you. I'm not going to give you a lot of myself. And I think that's fair. And I think that's what people refer to as a God complex. I still love meeting people. I still love taking pictures with people, but I'm not your friend when you meet me for the first time. I'm going to be cordial. I'm going to be polite. Take a picture if you ask for one. Like I took so many pictures during Furry. It was fucking awesome meeting some of you guys. IDK, how you can do with popularity seems so overwhelming. You want to know the secret? I dissociate. When I'm surrounded by people and I'm being overstimulated by everybody trying to talk to me at once, first of all, it's okay to say to back off. If anybody's ever in this position, it's okay to say you need your space. It's okay to say you need to back off, that people need to chill, that people need to stop being so like, now I wouldn't say annoying is the right word, but people need to stop pushing themselves onto you. Essentially, it's okay to set those boundaries. Boundaries are healthy. Like I said, when I became suddenly aware of my popularity, it also becomes a point where you kind of sometimes have to be an asshole. And I hate to say it that way, but some people don't understand boundaries and don't want to respect boundaries, and you have to put those people down, or else others are going to walk all over you. And people see that part of me and think I have a God complex, or they think I have like, I think I'm the most important person on the planet. I really don't. I just want to be respected the same way I respect others, you know? That's it. That's it. I'm a person. I'm not a god. I'm not a deity. I don't deserve to be on a pedestal. I am just a person, and I really appreciate all of you that understand that. And if this is your first time seeing this, I hope you can keep this in mind if you do meet somebody that you really look up to. There is a difference between being an asshole and standing up for yourself, but some people can't tell the difference. It's worse with VR chat furries or people who spend all their time online. Like, chronically online furries are the worst about it. And it comes from the younger people. Like, I'm saying, like, if you're under 23, you're kind of worse about it. And the reason I can say that is because that's been my primary experience. People will make rumors just to make rumors just because they dislike me, try to get me kicked out of groups, and then people that run those groups follow up with me, and it's like, what the fuck? Where'd you hear that? It's something I got to deal with, you know? Suddenly the nerds in high school became popular, so they think they're the popular kids at the lunch table, so they can like be the bitches. Glad to see you peaked in high school and can't mature past that. And I'm sitting here talking like I'm a fucking Valley girl too. It doesn't matter to me anymore, man. I'm 30, dude. I'm fucking 30. I have no patience for people who want to put me into a box that they've put me in that I don't belong in, but hey, they've made their opinion. They're not going to change their mind. Twitter and VR chat furries that are all about drama are literally the worst. I'm just glad I got people that like are like calling people out on the bullshit sometimes. I like to think everybody is welcome here. My community is open to anybody that wants to be a part of this community. But if you're just a shit starter, man, I don't fucking care about you. You have no place here. I don't care. I'm going to talk about stuff that makes people uncomfortable. I'm going to talk about stuff that happens in real life. I'm going to talk about stuff that makes me who I am. If you don't like that, this is not the stream for you. I don't know. That's all I wanted to really talk about. Like, you know, just get some stuff off my chest. Like, man, I don't fucking care for people that just want to force themselves onto me or force me into a box that I don't belong in. You are only going to see the surface level of me. I am never going to give you the parts of me that show who I am on a personal level. Like, you're not going to get, you know, the feelings that I have at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm staring up at my ceiling at night, right? You're not going to get that side of me. So I need to curb people's expectations when I'm like, you don't know me. You are never going to know me. You're only going to get surface level stuff, and you need to understand that. And this goes back into the whole, like, you're not my friend just because you follow me on Twitter. You're not my friend just because you follow me on Twitch. You're not my friend just because you met me once in VR chat. So many times this weekend, and I felt bad for doing it, but it had to be done. So many times this weekend, I had to tell people no to friend requests because I was meeting them for the very first time, and they pushed themselves onto me in a way And I had to say, hey, no, I'm not accepting friend requests right now because, like, I just met you. I'm never going to hang out with you outside of this. Like, my friend requests are closed to people I actually know. And that part, you know, makes me feel like a bit of an asshole. But at the same time, like, I'm not interested in making any new friends, if that makes sense. I have my friends. I have, like, the people I hang out with. I'm at Furality because I want to vibe at Furality and I want to meet some of you guys. Now, that's not to say you won't become my friend, like, right? But at the same time, curb your enthusiasm and understand, like, I cannot be everybody's friend, and I won't be everybody's friend. It's absolutely true and important to be said. I'm a public figure. That's the thing, Super Splat. I am here streaming because I want to entertain. I'm not here streaming because I want to meet you guys and be everybody's friend. That's not what this is. And that's something I have to be honest about now. Having a friend group of 200 plus gives me so much anxiety. I can't pay attention to that many people, dude. I can barely pay attention to the 5 people that are within my inner circle. Like, you think I can deal with 200? Absolutely not. But this conversation is getting a little too real. You know, I just thought it was important to talk about. Thought it was important to get off my chest. It's something that, you know, I'm not gonna hide that part of myself anymore. This isn't therapy. This is just me being real with you guys. Everyone only has so much of themselves to give. You got to draw the line somewhere. Just like you said, too many friends mean you're trying to spread yourself too thin. Exactly. If I'm being friendly, it's not because I'm trying to be your friend. It's because that's just the right thing to do. Like, I'm not gonna be an asshole because I'm not your friend. I'm gonna be nice, but I'm also not looking for friends right now. Oh, weird to say, I know, but hopefully it's understandable. Yeah, being kind is expected. That's an expectation. Being kind to everybody is an expectation. I expect civility. I expect people to be, you know, kind and everything. But it's not put out there to be a friend, if that makes sense. It's weird. And I understand it's weird for me to say, but I have to say it now to where I'm like, just because you watch my content does not make you my friend. It's just the bottom line. It's the truth of it. And I can't be friends with 100,000 people. That's never going to happen. And I'm not going to put myself through that. I have met people in my Patreon that I would consider some of my patron members actual friends, but for the most part, they're supporters. Like, I can't let myself fall into that trap of every one of my supporters is a friend, because 1, it's very Garrow Shadow Scale of me, but 2, that's not what the Patreon is for. It's just a benefit to get of supporting is you get to, like, come in on some VR chat events that we do. But that's why I encourage people to join the Discord, because even if I can't be your friend, doesn't mean you're not going to meet somebody in the Discord server that you won't get along with, right? We all have something in common in this community, and you watch me. Like, that sounds very conceited and airheaded to say, but it's an icebreaker. Takes me a long time to know someone comfortable enough to think of them as a friend. It's rare few people that I'm instantly okay with off the bat. Yeah, and there's still people I hold to an arm's length, and I'm glad that I held to an arm's length. There's somebody who's mad at me for never having sent them a friend request, even though we had been in the same world a couple times. And I'm like, that's not how that fucking works. You never made the attempt to actually be my friend. You just expected me to be your friend because you happen to be in the same world as me a couple times. Like, that's not how this fucking works, man.